In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about the new functions in Excel 2019 and Office 365. I have given all the links and descriptions in detail, so please check the description below. So let's start with the first function. The first function is the if-else function. In if-else functions, it will overcome if function with lot of nested functions. So let's try the if-else function. Equal to if-else, for example, A2 is greater than 90, then you want the result as A. Otherwise, if your A2 is greater than 75, you want result as B. Similarly, if result is greater than 60, you want C. Otherwise, true, comma, you want D. So now you have to give the D with the bracket. So now if you drag the same formula down, you can see here it will change based on your conditions. So D will be, if none of the condition is fulfilled, it will give the result as D. Right? So it is simple and easy. Let's go to the next function. It's called concat function. In concat function, you can combine the text easily. Let's say, for example, in concat function, the old function will be your concatenate. Both the function will be same, but in concat function you can select the range, but whereas in concatenate function you have to select one by one. Let's say, for example, concat function, you can select the range, right? It is easy, right? But when you want to add some characters or any text between the text, then again in concat also you need to give one by one, and you have to give your separator or comma, whatever you want, and you have to combine, right? So let's try this. So I'll tell you how it is better. So let's add C also. So now in this case, what will happen? Here I have blank cell, right? So still it is getting comma, right? And again, number of times I need to add the comma again and again, right? To overcome both these problems, I am highlighting this. To overcome both the problems, we have one more function which is called text join. I'll tell you how it works. Equal to text join. Give your, for example, you want comma with space, give your expression or delimiter one time. Okay, so now you select, and whether you want to ignore empty cells or you want to exclude empty cells. For example, first time I will say false, so that I will include empty cells, then select the range. Right, now you can see here I have given one time, but it is coming two times, right? But you can see here after that we have one more comma. To overcome this, you have to change it as true. So it in true means it will ignore the empty cells, right? So it is easy, right? So now if you go to down, see, it is very simple. If you want to add any other, instead of this one, suppose you want with dash and space, you can do that easily, right? Even though it is empty cells, no problem. So text join is far better than your concat and concatenate function, provided you are using in the latest Excel. So now let's go to the new function which is called max ifs function. In normal max function, what you have option is maximum. You can select the range and identify which is the highest number, but you cannot give any condition or criteria. For example, I want max only in the January month, then manually I need to drag it, right? Or manually I need to twist the formula. But in case of max ifs, equal to max ifs, I can give any conditions and criteria. For example, let's say I have given criteria as month. I want only for January month. So it will identify in the January month what is the highest number, right? So let's freeze this. So we can give one more condition and we can test. For example, in January month, again I want to give one more condition as if your sales is greater than 150. So now if it is, even though 85 is greater, in between your sales only 210 is greater than your 150 sales, so it is considering as 75 as the highest. Suppose here also 200, but still now it will change to 85. If it is less than 150, let's say 140, again it will change, right? Simple. So similarly you can try other functions also. Let's phrase this. You can try for February, you can twist this. In the February month, since nothing is your greater than 150, let's say for example, you have given your condition as February 110. Suppose these both are not greater than 150, then your condition will be your issue, right? For example, let's say 140 and 120, then you will get your nothing, right? So you should be careful and you should be, let's say I am twisting the formula 160, so we will get the result, right? So now let's go to the another function which is called minifs. It is similar to maxifs. In normal min you have your select your range, but in minifs, equal to minifs, you select your range, then your criteria range, then your criteria is January. Same like your maxif, minif also will work. Now let's go to the another function which is called switch function. Switch function is very easy and simple and it will help you in most of the cases. For example, I'll show you. Suppose 1 and 2 you want Monday and Tuesday, and other days 3, 4, 5, whatever the day you are getting, you want other days. You want to mention it as other days. So how you can do that? For example, equal to switch your expression, comma, if it is 1, convert that to Monday, or you can mention as day 1, whatever you want. Next, if it is 2, you can consider as Tuesday. You have to give with comma. Okay, all other days you want as other days. So now it will be easy for you to calculate and identify what are the days you have other days. Instead of Monday, you can consider as day 1 and day 2. So anything you want, you can change it. The day 1, how it will be calculated based on your switch. Switch function will compress your if function and make it easy for you. So I think you have enjoyed the new functions. If any questions or comment, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.